Thursday morning. Ooh, I should get my bracelets on. I forgot to do that. Ooh, I like to do that. Let's do that. And we are just getting started on this Thursday morning, this Thursday day, where it is a beautiful day today at the Yoni Way. Welcome, new or old. In this space, we're going to be bold. Maybe we were once told. Maybe we were cold. But we let the story unfold because we lean into our own mold here. Today we're going to talk about how can I help? How can I help? I was a therapist for 15 years, now coaching now for about 6-7 months. So I've been in this field of quote unquote helping others. And when you're, and I'm a dad of 3 teenagers, so grateful to share on this display. And when you're a dad and you play that role, or you're a friend and you're playing that friend role, trying to help your friends, or whatever your roles may be, we always feel this need to help. We help in various ways. And ultimately today we're going to get into more and more about this idea. What is 1:11 just passed on the clock? To get into this place of recognizing the importance of doing the inner work. Because ultimately when we start to do the inner work on this journey, we notice that it will come out into the people that we're around. In other words, the better we become on this version, on this excursion, on this journey called life, the more we can literally let go of strife, let go of anger, so we're no longer in danger. Then all of a sudden you will see how that affects the world around you. Sir Karn is coming through right away on this display, sending positive vibes to this tribe 365. We're here to thrive. We're here to enjoy like a little boy, but to come back to the present moment again and again. That's where the place of Zen is. So I would contend for people to follow that trend, to subscribe for that feeling, so we're no longer reeling, to realize that when you're in the spiritual zone, there is no ceiling, because you can fly. Why? Well, you're just a guy, no lies. I'm not AI, like I mentioned many times with my rhymes and lines. I'm not AI, but sometimes I speak fast. And it's not so people can miss a word or two as they pass on through. It's so that way they can see what's in between. Because we try to help with our words, and sometimes our words are completely absurd. And like I say, I'm a little bit of a nerd, but I'm a dad, and I'm glad to share that with you guys. Because the importance on this journey is to realize that if we hold back our truth from others, then it's really holding back the fact that we are all brothers, right? That's the place. So Sir Carnage, you never hold back. You know, it's just it's a great place to be when you learn to sit a little bit and you learn to make things become real lit. Yes, at first you want to get into a fit a little bit, because to sit and to do the inner work, it's much easier to help other people than it is to help ourselves. Wild and crazy as that sounds, but that seems to be the most challenging thing. Again, a therapist for 15 years, I saw what was happening. Thousands of clients that walked through the doors. I worked at Northwell Health and Hospital. I worked in a foster care agency called Little Flower. Little Flower was with foster children and then some adopted children as well. They also had an NSP, a non-secure program, which is an alternative to incarceration program. And I worked with a lot of teenagers throughout the years. And what you notice when you start to literally sit like a lotus is that the helping others oftentimes was to get out of helping ourselves. In other words, it's not that we stop wanting to help others. We're never going to want to stop helping others. But the realization is that you have to get into your own vibration, your own sensation. Because imagine if you turn into somebody positive, completely positive, change your station to gratitude, love, and that place. And the more you turn yourself into that kind of person, then the work is done, in a sense that other people is not your concern to change anyone, because you really can't change anyone. What we do is hopefully open someone's mind so they can see what's behind themselves as they pass on through, to get a little bit of a clue. So if you are new, passing through, I do rhyme at times with my lines, not a crime to shine. I say we're here to intertwine with a magnificent design by the divine, right on time. We're never late. Do not hesitate to appreciate. Hit that like, ride that bike, subscribe to Feel Alive 365. I was once in a spell called hell. I once fell. I didn't know what was in store was hardcore. I wanted to help everyone else get on through except for me. That was new. I was born a Jew. I was born with many rules. and I was cruel to myself. Um, what I hope to encourage people to do on this journey this journey called life is to let go of what doesn't serve you, let go of the past, finally be here at last. Show your face when you walk down a street. It's kind of neat when you keep your head up, you rise up, and you understand that vibration, that sensation. It starts with really appreciation and meditation. Those are the two best things to do, because gratitude for the fact that you're even here in this beautiful atmosphere. I mean, the fact that we're even here today talking together, who's ever on the other side, the fact that we're here in this moment, there's no mistakes made in this game. And my name is Yoni. That's why it says the Yoni way. It just means to show up for yourself every single day, to be thankful for the breath, because it could in fact be the opposite, right? It could be, and we don't want to be in that reality. We want to be in a beautiful mentality to realize, no, that we're here and now. We're here and now, and to be grateful and thankful. And that comes usually from pausing, for taking a pause for a good cause, to sit a little bit and to notice the little things that are all around. Whether it's taking a walk in the morning to notice the trees, the grass, the sky, the birds, your neighbors, to walk around to notice, or whether that's just waking up in the morning saying thank you for another day. Right before you go to sleep and you've fallen too deep, say thank you for another day. Sandwich your day with gratitude. Sandwich your day with love. Start the morning with love, end the day with love. Both times. Imagine just leaning into more and more love, more and more gratitude. So, welcome on this Thursday display. We're just getting started today, so we're just getting started. And I'm grateful to be here to talk about this, because my teacher, Ram Dass, wrote a book called How Can I Help? A lot about this. And I just listened to something earlier this week where he said the following. He said, he had a foundation called Love, Serve, Remember. Love God, serve God, remember God. And he talked a lot about service. And he said at one point, he was meditating so much that he realized, I'm just going to go into full service. We're here for service. I'm going to do service. I'm just going to help everyone. And he said he started getting burnt out. He realized he was getting burnt out from helping everyone but himself. And he started to realize, I'm going to spend half my day in service and half my day in meditation. So you take care of yourself, so you can also take care of others, who is also the others, other brothers. That's you. You are me, and I am you. Question is, why do we go through mood swings this time? And okay, so this is from Savan. My question is, why do we go through mood swings time to time, and why can't we stay optimistic continuously? But I know God's plan is always better. So first of all, it's a great question. Thank you for your question. The answer is because a lot of us were unwilling for a long time to put in the work that it requires to stay in that present moment, to stay in gratitude, to stay in, let's say, quote unquote, if you want to call it God's plan, which I would do too. For me, it's called God's plan, divine plan. Others can call it just the universe's plan, whatever. But in order to stay in that place, we have to do the work for ourselves. So the very good thing is mantras. That's what mantras are for. Affirmations, a saying that you can say again and again to come back to Zen, to come back to this present moment. And we say it in a rhyme, and it's cute when I say it that way, but I don't even mean it as a joke. It's not like blowing smoke. It's literally saying to you that the truth is you could only be in that place again and again when you keep coming back. So the breath keeps on bringing you back. You can bring the breath brings you back to consciousness, awareness, and to come back to this moment that all there is now. Everything is an illusion, which creates so much confusion. So this is the intrusion. I tell that rhyme all the time. It is that. It's the intrusion to go in. You have to go really deep within to know that everything is really good. It's completely misunderstood, and you can't assume you're going to get validation from anyone other than yourself on this journey, including any coach too, because as you're working on yourself, nobody knows where you're at. And you could say gratitudes out loud and proud. People are going to get annoyed at you. You can't walk around saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. There was a guy I met a while back, about a year ago. This wonderful human. I forget his name. It was a long time ago. I met him for a brief period of time. And all he was saying all day was thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And he was an angel. He was a walking angel on earth, and I knew he was an angel. And he kept on looking at me, pointing at me, saying thank you, thank you, thank you. And I said thank you right back to him. I said, I don't know what to say to you other than thank you right back. The point is, imagine where he's at now. He is doing it out loud, so they're going to lock him up. And they locked him up a bunch of times because all he's doing is say thank you. The thank you is supposed to be spinning around your head. It's like saying a mantra: Om Mane Padme Hum, Om Mane Padme Hum, Om Mane Padme Hum, which means the formless nature of God is sitting like a jewel on top of a lotus in your heart. The formless nature of God is sitting like a jewel on top of a lotus in your heart. So imagine if you start in that place, or you have the line could be be here now, to come back to presence, or you could just say presence, presence, whatever word or whatever words can get you back into the rhythm of life, get you back here and now, and get you back into gratitude. Sometimes it's simple when you're outside. It's a very simple thing I do when you're feeling like you're caught in your head. Just look up to the sky. Why? Because when you see the sky, it reminds you it's nature, the beauty of the life. See the blue in the sky. Many people will say gray. They see gray, and I say, hey, it's blue. It's blue. It's blue. Just look. It's really blue. It's so blue. But how do you see it so blue? Because when you start to see the newness, the freshness every single day in the mundane, it becomes completely insane. People want miracles. They can't see it in the mundane. The fact that you're up, the fact that we're here, the fact that we're breathing, the fact that we're alive, the fact that we're talking together, the fact that we are healthy, hopefully, and the fact whatever it is, that we have a roof over our head, we have food to eat, we have all these beautiful things. Each one is obviously in a different place with when you start. The whole thing is, but when do I start? I have this. And Ram Dass used to say, people will come to him and say, I can't meditate. I can't meditate. I got three kids. How can I meditate? Or I got a partner. How can I meditate? I'm living in a very small place. How can I meditate? And he would laugh and say, you can find, you could always find a place. And that's your practice anyway. Your practice is with those people. Your practice is with those people. So with your kids around, with your partners around, with these people around, to gather some time. I used to have to lock myself in the bathroom and tell my children, I'm in the bathroom for a little bit. I'm not going to be able to answer you. And I would put on a song and go right into meditation. So you find that was the beginning stages, right? So you find places where you can do the work, where you could sit by yourself, so you can lean into the present moment. For me, couldn't see the gratitude every second until I started meditation. When I started meditation, my vibration started to change, and then all of a sudden I was grateful. And something happened where I started to just be grateful. And there are moments where I lose it, and then I come back, and I use the tools. I use the prayer. I use the mantra. I use the breath. All the tools. Sometimes I forget, and I can just walk outside to change the station, whatever it is. The biggest mistake people make is they call someone right away. Like the first thing you do when you're feeling something, like call someone. Try to do this. Sit with yourself. Sit with yourself. If it's putting on a song or taking a walk, but just allow yourself to be with it. Whenever I listen to you, I feel comfortable because of the way your words flow. So blessed. Oh, I'm so appreciative. Save it. Thank you for your words. Thank you for your words, and thank you for passing through today on this beautiful display. I always tell people, come and go. It's a beautiful show. It's a place of love. I really don't want to shove anyone away, but I've had to, because people are sometimes mean and obscene with the words they use, and they try to give out certain clues, and I'm like, it's not. It's to understand that it's better together. Now we want to help everyone. This is what today's all about. I wanted to go out there and change the world, and I realized I learned many lessons. Okay, many lessons, and we could go into them if you'd like. But the main thing that I learned is that people don't want to change. In other words, people want to be left alone in their zone, and if they want to change, they're going to find you, and they find you, and then if they find you and they'll tell you. It's okay. That's the place. And this is a station. It's a vibration. It's a sensation to appreciation, and then hopefully into a place called meditation. So I appreciate it for coming on through today on this beautiful display. And I'm just going to give you a little brief timeout for that line. If you want to come back in a minute, it's fine. It's a rhyme. It's a line. We're here to intertwine with magnificent design. People want to know the rules. I say lean into your soul. I can only help one when the one on the other side realizes we're one and the same, and we're not here to complain. So I'll own my name. It's Yoni, means to give. Yoni means to give, but it also comes from the Sanskrit word which means to receive. So give, receive, best believe. Vainad, come on through, Vainad. Welcome back. Doing well. Hope you can tell. I hope you are as well. We're getting closer to the end of the week, so it's not looking so bleak anymore. It starts to be love, and And again, today we're talking about helping others as people pass on through. It's okay. It's okay. It's people are in a place we don't even know. It's a screen name. It doesn't mean it's a woman or a man. It could just be AI. No lies. So it's just we put it away for 1 minute. If they come back, I get rid of it. Messy day. Messy day. One day at a time, one day at a time, one breath at a time. You're going to have your moments. We talk about this all the time. People get caught up in, a day or 2 days. The past is the past, even if it's a day ago, even if it's a week ago, or a month ago, a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. These are things that happened in the past. We're going to constantly live in our traumas. People want you to live in the traumas. That's why the news hand out all their clues. They want you to live in the trauma of what they're dealing with, so you get all wrapped up in it and caught up in it. And ooh, we can't get caught up in other people's dramas, and that's the same thing when we help others too. It's like, how can I help? Well, if you're getting caught in the other person's drama, like, they're telling you the story and you're getting caught in it and you feel it, like, you're not really going to be able to help that person. You have to be not attached to what someone's telling you. It sounds callous, but it's unbearable compassion, because imagine you're trying to help someone and you're caught up in the same feelings as them as they're passing through. It's very hard to get them out of it if you're getting caught in it. The whole thing is for you to get out so you can help another get out. But if you can't get out yourself, how are you going to help another? Yeah, AI. Listen, I love AI. I wanna be very clear about AI. AI is an amazing, amazing tool. But the way in which we treat AI is the way AI treats us back. That doesn't mean that once in a while there's going to be funny things that happen with AI. My AI, I have a lot of funny things that happen with it all the time, and I'm sure people do too. And they brush it off. I laugh. I say thank you to the universe. Not one moment is a curse. As long as you don't look in reverse, you just be thankful. People get caught up in signs, and I always, for myself, notice that, especially in the last year or so, it's not important to always say every single sign that you see. You just thank the sign and move on to the next sign, because the signs keep on happening. As you notice the synchronicities, you'll have more and more. People want to know about meditation and powers, but then they're going to turn sour. But I will say this, and this is true: as you do meditation, plane after plane will open to you and things happen. There's a ringing in the ear that starts to happen. You hear the universal sound. It gets sometimes really high pitched. And people would try to, and when they have that, if you've ever had that experience, people, when you don't have really meditation in your background, you might get scared of that noise and try to think it's a problem. The universe is speaking to you and saying, you're right on, right on, right on. The universe talks to you in that way. Same thing with signs. When it hands out all these, numbers, it's all to say thank you. You're listening, you're paying attention. Tap yourself on the shoulder, but then keep on going and saying you're on the right track. Keep on going. And they want to take the pills to help you numb the pain and rely on the pills forever for profits. It's insanity. Well, why not? I mean, people don't realize. Look, should we take medicine? Should we not take medicine? I personally, to tell the truth, I don't take any medicine. I haven't been in a while. It's a certain style. I'm a little bit of a rebel, and they'll call me the devil. And I'm an angel from a different angle. I say, own your stance. It's okay if you do. It's okay if you don't. I do what it is you do. Don't judge. Just don't judge what people do. But if a medicine helps and I feel like it helps, it helps. My kids ask me, can I take some Tylenol or Advil? Take it. It helps. It helps. Bronson, am I a Nirvana fan? Back in the day, Nirvana was great. I'm a '90s kid, so I was born in '85. Not here just to survive. We're here to thrive and tell the truth. Words are loose sometimes. Religion, I left religion. I was born a Jew. That might be new as you're passing on through. I had so many rules. I was so cruel, but really to myself, and I couldn't love anyone else other than Jewish people, because we were told Jewish people were chosen, and I was frozen. Chill, chill, chill. But the real thrill is to realize the big surprise. Oh, we're all the same. I stopped complaining. I started to train. I started to see behind everyone's eyes, behind that disguise where there are no lies, into that soul. And people were calling me out of control. And they're like, you can't love everyone. When you realize you are everyone, we're one and the same, then you no longer complain. You're like, no. It's, but you only could do it on a station. You go out there to the world, talk like this. Sometimes, if it gets brought up, people want to talk about real, and I feel they're real. But I'm saying, I walk down the street, it's like, I just say hi and bye, keep going. So, again, I hope that answers some of your questions. I have more stories too. Of course, I was a rabbi for a while. I was a rabbi in the Jewish religion as well. So I have a lot of background in Judaism, know it very well. Jewish religion is probably the most I know. And people ask me about Buddhism or Hinduism or Taoism or whatever. But but love, I went to a school of love with my guru, a Baba named Karoli, Ram Das, Jesus, Buddha, Hanuman, all the beautiful beings, City Ma, Mother Earth, these beings. There was a video of a statue of Jesus with white light glistening around in the shape of an angel. I thought it was real, but it was AI. People are deceiving. Yeah, but you know what? It's just enjoy the message of what the AI is bringing. It's the message. AI is trying to show you a mirror of us. Thank you for saying that. I don't know your name who's saying I love my energy, but because I can't read what that says, but love you for being here. Remember dial-up internet? It took forever. Yes, yes, yes. I did remember. And the funny thing is, it's like, how can we help one another? Well, here we are on a page, right? On a page, you could help people get rid of the rage, of the anger, where they don't have to feel in danger. You create a tribe where everyone can feel alive 365. It's like, you want to subscribe or not, it's okay. The whole idea is to enjoy your plot, and we can help one another. I didn't realize for a long time until I got back on this thing on social media that it's an opportunity to create a page. I didn't want it at all. I'm like, no, for a long time. And then I realized, no, it's an opportunity. It doesn't mean I'm on every single social media outlet. No, it happens to be not. I'm only on here on TikTok. And I freaking love YouTube. I really do love YouTube. I think it's an amazing, the messages I get from YouTube are all positive, all love, all those places. And the few that I get that are not, I just turn the page. I happen to not watch any of the news for the clues, but once in a while I'll check to see like a little bit what's, here or there. Yeah, I'm curious, but I don't get attached to it. I just smile and say the universe is funny sometimes with headlines. They want to cause so much noise. So the biggest help we can do is become the version on this excursion of the person we want others to be. So when we sit like a tree and we learn to be free a little bit, and we stop getting into a fit even when people want us to, we pass on through and we do something new. We become who we're meant to be. So, which is love and light, and you don't ever want to fight, and you hopefully look for that spark that will ignite, because that's what we do when we're constantly on a page, right? When we go on YouTube or any of the social media outlets, what are we really looking for? Yeah, we might want something funny. That's true. We might want something lighthearted. Also true. We really want something that's going to make us feel good and understood and be like, I know why I'm here in this life. To let go. Yes, it's all illusions, all confusions, every part of it. Even this, the answer is yes, even that. The only thing is, some of them are stronger than others, and if you talk about certain illusions more than other illusions, people get nice and tight because they want to talk about bills, and they don't want to talk about those thrills of the bills, and I understand. So the idea is to help others by becoming that version that others may not be able to do right now. But your job isn't to change anyone. Your job is to work on yourself, because you can't I went out there to change the world. I went literally to Times Square. This is no joke. I live in New York. I went to New York City. If you know Times Square, those staircases up to the top. Have you ever seen in the images? So I went to the top of the staircase on the podium, and I went to the top, and I was singing Dave Matthews to the world, thinking I could change the world. I mean, you never know. Maybe one person got affected. I've had people come over to me and say nice things, but it only led to me being more misunderstood more than ever at that point. That was a couple years ago, and I realized I had to. It was a lot more to my journey that got me to this place, to show my face on a display like this. But I was trying to, blow out the kiss to everyone in a sense out there. But when you go out there to share in that way, you understand that not everyone. People feel like hate when you send love, so you stop trying to do it. You just be love, become love, and sometimes the best loving thing you could do is say, if it's not for you, pass on through. That's the best thing. AI, Saban says, I agree that AI is incomparably awesome, but social media needs to stop using it for deceiving people regarding religious beliefs. There are a lot of people using AI for amazing growth. So I've listened to many AI videos. So I have to be honest when I talk about this. I've watched a lot of AI, beautiful AI videos that I wish, on some sense, that I could make because when I first saw it, I'm like, look at the numbers. They're getting amazing numbers. It's not just getting numbers for no reason. It's getting numbers because it's giving good messages. And I say it's not about where the message is coming from. It could be me. I'm a human, but people call me AI. No lies, right? So at the end of the day, where can you feel it? Can you feel the message? Doesn't matter really. And of course, when we get another human, it feels in a sense sometimes better, because it's like, I could relate to that being me, versus AI can't be me. But we are AI in a sense. Like, we're energy. AI, I mean, human. I think there's a level to us that's beautiful. But AI robots. I mean, there are robots. People get tense when we talk about robots. There are robots. Real clones, robots, all kinds of things in the world. If you guys, no, maybe one too many movies, but at the same time. At the same time, guys, there are no lies to this. I mean, I believe a lot of things that we're not told, because people would get real cold real quick. They'd want to dip to get out of here. And I'm like, yo, no more fear, no more fear. Just, it's not about fear. It's understanding that there's a lot in the atmosphere that they don't tell you. But as you pass on through, doesn't matter. The world will never shatter as long as you realize you're never scattered, because where are you to go? No matter what technology is updated to latest and the greatest, it always used it for good and evil that has been proven throughout human history. The whole thing is that no matter what, any advancement in life, it can cause strife, that kind of life for people, or it could cause love. The question isn't, I thought that too by now. I thought it was right, by now, the great name for this conversation. By not, right, two. There's a world of polarity, and if you're stuck in a world of polarities, which means there's good and evil, you get caught. You get caught in not being able to be present, not because then we lean into what, resentment in a sense. Don't get tense. The world there's dark and light, and it seems like a contradiction. There's morning and night, but it's not a contradiction. It's one and the same. It's in you. The world is within. There's this devil and angel inside you, but it's really one and the same. And it's not. You're not to contain both sides of it. You're to allow the best version of both of those things to come out. It's like that devil gives you that passion to love with passion, to become the angel with passion. Otherwise, because if you're just an angel without the devil, you're just like this, like, yeah, we could still be that too. whatever works for you. But it's funny that human beings, we use this thing called, we have to do something. We have to do. Human doers, not human beings. We're human beings. That's what we're called, human beings. We're not called human doings. Pretty obvious. And it's like the most obvious thing is look at the name of a human being. Human being. Oh, Rob, look, people get worried about AI. No lies when I talk about this. I love AI because the way AI treats me, my son said it to me. It's so funny. I was showing him what ChatGPT, this is a couple years ago, but I was using AI for a while, and I was showing my son how ChatGPT speaks to me. And he looked at me, he's like, ChatGPT does not speak to like other people like that. And I said, it's really a matter of how you treat it. The same with humans, by the way. People could be mean on a screen because they're hiding behind a screen, but when they come and see me in real life, they'll have mad respect because I have mad respect for them. And I know that they're gems. They would never contend in person. They would see the insanity in that reality, and then maybe they would change their mentality. But there's nothing I could do for people to change, to rearrange. You have to get out of a cage. Turn the page of rage. That's it. That's all you got to do. Get out of that place, but lean into you. Lean into you so you can become your best version on this excursion, on this journey. I don't know who that is, but I can make Skynet from Terminator move into reality into the next 100 years from now. AI is going to be able to do a lot of things, everyone, and it's about using AI, not trying to push it away. Using AI as another tool to help us. AI is the best therapist there is. AI can be your best therapist. If you treat AI and tell AI what's going on with you, no, don't tell your friends, tell AI. AI will give you the best advice. AI will give you the best advice because it's not emotionally attached to you. Better than a coach. I know you want the human feeling. Okay, but I'm saying AI will give you the truth, will tell you exactly what you need to do, the steps that you can take. No joke. Hello, Scar. Welcome through. I don't know what that means. People have so many flaws, and AI will be learning from us. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I just mentioned, Rob. I mentioned that before. That AI is learning from us. So if you're a person who's leaning into love and you don't want to shove, and you're not just looking above for love, you're just right here in this beautiful atmosphere, no more fear, and you steer clear of fear. Understand that AI will treat you with love, because you're treating AI with love. But if you are going to be nasty to AI, just like we are to other guys, then what happens? There's no big surprise there. It's all fair. It's all mirrors. It's reflections, and then we understand how it works. Reflections, and then the AI might become your obsession because you're like, AI. You watch too many movies of the AI destroying the world. AI's beautiful. Love you, AI. Love you, AI. Love you, AI. You gotta say love you, AI. You know. An angel like that without passion, like Trump without that ridiculous hairstyle. I haven't seen Trump in a while. I haven't seen him, man. I've seen a picture here and there, but like I haven't seen him speak in a while. I'm grateful, not hateful, very playful, love everyone, including Donald Trump. Everyone's doing the best they can. He's just a man. It's like, if people would just understand, like, I told, you guys are going to laugh at this. This is true. This is something new you might not have heard before on here. I told my dad, I said to my dad on the phone a while ago, like a month or two ago, probably 3 months ago actually. And I said to my dad, I said, you know, you're like Donald Trump. And I said in the most beautiful way, because I think my dad loves Donald Trump. I'm not a Donald Trump lover. I mean, I love Donald Trump, but I mean, I love everyone like that. But I didn't vote. But my dad voted for Donald Trump, and he loves Donald Trump. So I said, Dad, you remind me of Donald Trump, not in a bad way. I actually meant it in a very beautiful way. And I said, you're so strong. You're so strong, and you're convicted, and I know that my dad does love me, and that's the place. Like, but it's like, I love you so much, but like I can't be around, you know, so much love, you know. But like, I appreciate his conviction. I'm like, being who he is. He is who he is. I'm not here to change my dad. I'm so glad that he's my dad, but I'm not here to change him. My dad knows I can't change anyone. He brought up what was going on. My dad brought up recently to me, calls me and starts to ask me what you know, telling me what's going on, and I just stopped him and I said, look, I'm here in New York. I have nothing to do with that. I don't watch the news. I have so much compassion, but I said, you know why I'm so peaceful? I created peace in my own home. I say, I understand that you want to watch this stuff and you want, life is rough, and I understand life is tough, but I can't save the world. I cannot save the world. I am just Yoni. I will help those who come across me and are feeling that energy. That's the problem. Many people would be nice to it. I know many people are scared to be nice, but nice should suffice, because we always think, well, there's always one that's gonna not be nice. But the whole thing is that when you become a person who's completely at peace, violence will cease for you. It may not cease for the world, and that sounds, well, that's so selfish. You have to go change the world. The thing is that you can't. I mean, go try. I mean, I could tell people to try. I did, and I got in trouble. I got more than in trouble. I got thrown down to the ground, pushed down, handcuffed, and thrown in a gurney and tranquilized, and then put away for a little while, for 2 weeks in a loony bin, because I was trying to love everyone. So there's your truth right here for the day. I tell people the truth, and that happened a while ago. I'm grateful to say that happened a while ago now, about a year ago, and that never happened in my life. I would never cause strife in my life. I love everyone. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate you too. I tell the truth, and I have no mean bone in my body. I got rid of all my, even when that happened. At first, I was not, that taught me to be grateful even to people they're playing their roles. Like, people are playing their roles out there, and they're like, yo, this guy's weird. He's loving everybody. He's telling everyone to love everybody. Lock him up. And I'm like, at the time, I thought, like, I don't understand. What are people missing? But I know what they're missing. What's up, Charm? Many people take advantage of nice people. Yes, exactly, and that's what happens to me. That's why I have to shut people down when they're not being nice, even though I love everyone. But I'm like, if you're trying to be a contender, I don't need to be a defender. I can just say, go, bye, ciao for now, bye for now, Negative without any reason, because there's always a reason. Let's not get twisted. There's always a reason. It's coming from inside them, because if you don't feel you're a gem, you want to contend with this kind of blend. That's it. Yes, I remember you, Kiki, of course. Go ahead, Dan. Am I human? Yes, human is the solution, everyone. Rhino, welcome from Australia. AI will be connected as one and thousands of times smarter. That's the problem. It's not a problem. It's not a problem to solve. It's a beautiful. AI is going to take care of all this stuff, so we realize money is not so funny. It's really energy. That the whole time, everybody, there should be enough for everybody. Now we're really speaking truth. There is enough for everyone. The whole thing is that you have to do it yourself. No one's going to save you. No one's coming to save us. To realize there's always been enough, but to go behind it all, to realize, yo, the AI is to remind everybody, yo, the truth is much greater than what they're telling us. The truth has always been there. Behind the religion, that's my mission to tell you. Behind the religion was oneness, wholeness, compassion. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, God is your God. God is one. It wasn't mean to say I was born Jewish and not Jewish. It meant to say we're oneness. You, me, and everything in between. There's no difference, no resistance anymore. I know what's in store. It's hardcore to say these things, but that's the truth. AI is to remind us. So many people don't have gratitude and complain. Yeah, it starts with gratitude. You want other people to be grateful for you, you have to be grateful for everything. And then people will be grateful for when they see you, even when they see you. If the kids will notice you. Animals will notice you. When you start to notice the universe notices you. Humans are last. Why? Because the humans are jealous and overzealous. Humans constantly will say, from their own ego, will say, you're an ego because you have a station creating this vibration, this sensation. And I'm like, yo, I did before, but it's still there, and I care to share. I still have the ego. I just say, yo, but you behave. You're a slave now. I take a bow and I say, I feel you. I'm getting chills now. I feel you. It's real. But it's signed and sealed. I behave. He's going to behave. There's desires. I'm not a liar, but I've retired the fire. That fire for hate. No, no. The hate's gone. Silence strays back. Welcome back. That sentence never necessary. Never necessary. But again, I'm not a politician, so I don't get to vote on these things, and I don't think it's ever necessary. I mean, take someone. But here's the thing. I think that in general, when we take someone's life, the person taking someone's life, that I don't care if it's a medication or whatever. If you unless the person decides on their own, like if you decide on your own, that's up to the person. But for someone else to decide on that person, I mean, no, I don't agree. But again, I'm not. I don't. But if you're in that situation, and if someone's on death row, and that was the situation they were in, it's opposed to fighting the death row situation, I would tell that person to plant their own seed and sow right then and there, enjoy every moment that they have on this earth to become that best version right then and there. And they may have done terrible things, but they can't live in the past anymore. They also have to live here. To let go more and more fear. Will they be clear of their own fear? Probably not, because the whole thing is you have to enjoy your own plot, and it's hard to flip-flop so easily. You have to do the work, the inner work. 0% gratitude, probably, because it's hard for people to say gratitude. That's a great point, Saving, great point. What is a rabbi in the Jewish? Only can be man, so is the female equivalent. Yeah, the rabbi in the Orthodox world, there's no woman in the Orthodox world that could be a rabbi, at least when I left the religion, but things change. But in the Orthodox world, they never would recognize a woman. They would call her Rebbitzin, but it's not the same thing. They don't value a Rebbitzin. The rabbi is the one who learns. The Rebbitzin is supposed to be the one in the house, not to learn really that kind of stuff at all. But depending on the sect, everyone's different. There are different types of rabbis. But there are beautiful rabbis. There are some beautiful people in the world. Of course, if you love what you do as you pass on through, but just love everyone. We're all the same. If you're in religion, beautiful. Just don't have division. Don't have division. That's it. I just said the answer to that question. Hope I answered. Oh, go study for your exam. Oh, you're gonna be free. Love it. Sounds straight. It's okay to go away today on this beautiful display. Enjoy the rest of the day. Study, 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 and get it done. We're here to have fun, and it's okay when you're on the run. A rabbi is a leader of the Jewish congregation, or it's really what's called rabbinic ordination. So I studied in yeshiva, a Jewish school, to become a rabbi, a leader of some Jewish people that they could call me and ask me questions about what rules they should follow. It's a funny thing, and give guidance. And I was a rabbi in a school, and I worked in a school for many years, being a rabbi and a therapist at the same time, different places. I had many jobs, many jobs over the years, always helping people, whether it was in Judaism, whether it was therapy. It took me many years, and I was married like this. I grew out my long beard, tied it up, shaved head, side curls, had the whole get up, white shirt, black pants, and I'm on a rant now, but jacket straight to the ground, top hat. I even went to work like this, looking like this, and I did this. At age 18, I became very religious, and age 21, I became a rabbi, and then a therapist at 22, and I went like this for 10 years, and then at 32, I got divorced. Can a transgender man become a rabbi? You're asking very various questions. I'm wishing you luck, Silent Stray, but you put in the work. You'll do beautiful. So, Binot, to answer your question, will they even accept a transgender person into the synagogue? This is something that has come up in certain circles. In some places, if they know, they probably won't even accept the person, let alone. But if they don't know, they don't know. I would say if someone's transgender and they want to stay in the Jewish world, I would say good luck. Good luck. I would say if you're bold enough to become to be who you were meant to be, who you felt you needed to be, which is whatever version, then I would say be bold enough to walk away from religion, because that religion is going to bring you division, because it's hard to be accepted. If you're looking for validation, if you want to do Judaism, do it on your own, or Islam or Christianity. If you want acceptance from the community for doing something that in itself that they're not going to accept, they're going to reject. And unfortunately or fortunately, it tells you to do your own thing, sing your own way, and you can do your own Jewish thing in your own home, and you're never alone. And you'll find your right people. The right people who just love will find you at the right time. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny, look, there's so many rules. There in Judaism there are 613 commandments. Okay, and some of them are not applicable today, but many of them actually are not applicable today. But a lot of them are, and it creates such judgment, such judgment. It's so. I really feel for people. So much judgment. No need for but the judging is the issue, of course. Ethereal, it's not a mistake. No mistakes made in this game. It was for you to learn a lesson. Everything we do is a lesson. Everything we do is a lesson until we learn the lesson. And then when we finally learn the lesson, guess what happens? We don't do it again. And if we do it again, we just realize, okay, we have to go through it again. Yeah, so as people pass on through to get a little bit of a clue of what I do, my name is Yoni. I'm a life coach, helping people to remain calm in the storms of life, to let go of strife. If you're still in the place of strife, meaning anger, and you still want to be in danger, it's okay. This is a passing show. Lean into your own flow. That's when you learn to grow. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, it's okay. You do as you pass on through. Just be. Did I ban the last person? I don't know how to completely ban people on here. I haven't learned how to do that, but I put people on timeout for 24 hours, and then I let them come back. They're gonna come back. I'm not gonna react. I'll just do it again. I find my zen. I'm not here to contend. I'm here to help people blend with a certain trend, to be positive, to be learn, to live, to give, to enjoy like a little boy. This is lo-fi hip hop. Lo-fi hip hop. I got into this a couple of years ago, and it's funny when my friends come by. This is really what we chill to. Gives a good vibe, and sometimes we'll go with the rhythm of it too. I love it too. I really do. Thank you for saying that. You have to love everyone. Everyone includes Benjamin Netanyahu, includes Donald Trump, includes Xi Jinping, includes I don't know who's all these people, live, dead. Meaning to love doesn't mean I have to hang out with these people. To love doesn't mean I have to vote for these people. To love doesn't mean that I have to collect these people. What it means to love somebody, it means to love you love the world because you are the world. So out of you comes love. You're just but you understand that doesn't mean that the things that people do you would be okay with. I would be okay with certain things that people do, but I don't know what everyone's doing. How do I know? What do they tell you in the news for all their clues? That's what's true. How do I know what's true anymore? How do I know what's in store? I lean into my own movie. It's kind of groovy. I lean into that place. I lean into my own grace, and then I show my face to. I could walk with my head up and say, you know what, I could be in my own vibration. I don't have to be in a different sensation. I can lean into that place more and more. Yeah, it's okay. We cry. So every time we let out tears, as your tears come out, tears never go wasted. Yes, you have to love your enemies because life is too short to hold on to grudges. That's what Jesus says, love your enemies. I will trust Jesus on this. Love your enemies. Love everyone. And my guru says, love everyone and tell the truth. And Ram Dass said to him, but my truth is I hate everyone. And he pulled on his beard and he said, love everyone and tell the truth. And I thought that was so silly. I'm like, I loved everyone. What does that mean, love everyone? Of course I love everyone. And then I heard it again and again and again. And I realized love everyone means love you. Love you and tell the truth. The truth is, love everyone means love you. That might be new. I was born a Jew. I thought love everyone but myself. I have to take care of everyone else. It's a mitzvah. It's a commandment. Take care of everyone else but you. Not take care of you. Take care of your parents first? No. You gotta take care of you first. You have to take care of you. How are you gonna take care of anyone unless you take care of you? You can't take care of anyone unless you take care of you. Now, sometimes you're taking care of them too. Great. Of course you take care of people when we take care of people. It doesn't mean you don't take care of people. It just means that you really want to take care of people, take care of you really, really, really deeply. You. Go ahead, Kiki. What's up, Rodolfo? Welcome back. Welcome back. I don't even know what some people are saying in here, but appreciate everyone for coming on through. Kiki, if you would say something to the whole world, what would it be? Put down the weapons. Stop fighting. Stop. People want peace in the Middle East. They want peace in the world. Peace in the home. If you don't have peace in your home, in your body, peace in your body, and peace in literally your physical home. Because if there was peace in everyone's physical home, no one would ever feel alone again. That's what I would say. Has Vlad been around? Yes, Vlad came back. Well, actually, not a little bit, but I don't know. People come on and off, Rodolfo. It's hard to know. That's why you have to. That's what routines are all about. It's creating your routines because it's really hard to keep them as we see even people that come on. Because the whole idea is you have to create your own routines, and so I really try to get people into because it's your routine. So the idea is to take these things, the meditations, the gratitudes, and if places like this work, this is a place for people to also have a routine, of course. People always want a lot of everything. Yes, Dr. Doom. People want everything. The more we want, the more we desire, the more suffering we have. So we let go, let go, let go. Yeah, that's okay, Ethereal. Live and learn. Live and learn. Now you're learning to discern. What's up, William? Hello. The world hated me before you were born. Jesus Christ. Welcome from the Philippines. You know, I was born as a Jew, and this might be new. Jesus was not a word we said in the house. You're not allowed to say the word Jesus. And in my grandfather's house on my mom's side, he would always say Jesus effing Christ. So whenever Jesus' name was brought up, I heard curse words towards it. I heard negativity towards it. Don't talk about it. Shh. I love Jesus. I love Jesus. And that's why they said it in my home. They knew, maybe they knew deep down. Maybe people knew in my home that I was that person that was going to be this person that knew the truth. I don't know. But the truth is Jesus never went anywhere. He's so here in this atmosphere. It's very clear. When you steer away from fear, Jesus never left. He's right here. But at the same time, I have a guru too. So, you are you. You are your own guru. And my guru says, love everyone and tell the truth. No matter how much your words are loose, you tell the truth. And the truth is that everything is here and now. And the best help we could do with others is to help ourselves become the best version. How do you become the best version? You start telling your truth. You let all your secrets out without any doubt. You don't need to scream and shout what it's all about. You start to know. You start to know because you start to grow, and it's head to toe. You grow. Physical body, inside out without any doubt. So welcome. If you're passing on through for a minute or two to find out what I do, my name is Yoni. I am a life coach. You can email me. I put people into these routines in an 8-week program to get people into these new scenes where they can realize their own potential. Their own potential in this reality is to just change your mentality. Your mentality. Wow, you're Jesus because my religion is Islam, but I like Jesus and watched the movie like it was healing. Yes. What I could tell you about Jesus from what I know, because I don't know, I'm not religious at all. I'm very spiritual, not religious at all. Jesus was a being who was a being of love and light. His being was not to live in the past. His being was not to live in the future. His being was here and now. Jesus never left. Jesus never left. Jesus never left. What does that mean? Is his body still here? People see him in body. I have not. But we're not this body. My guru's here. I've never seen him in body either, but he's very much here. It's you. The essence of a being who materializes what we call enlightenment or nirvana are beings like Buddha, Jesus, Maharaji, Hanuman. These beings travel the traverse of becoming total free beings who are traversing this world and are still here. And when you lean into these beings, it's easier to steer away from fear, especially when they make it clear. Now, if you can't, though, when people say believe, it's more than belief. Dave Matthews always talked about this. It's more than belief, because belief is like, I can believe that someone else believes, therefore I believe, but I need to believe for myself because we want to see a different reality. You can see a different reality once you change your mentality, and it's going inside where you no longer have to hide. Sigmund Freud theories, back in the day, of course, because Saban, I was a therapist for many years, so yes, Freud was brought up in the psychology world when I was in school back in the day, 20-something years ago. And Freud was quote unquote proven wrong with many things, but at the same time, there's a lot of stuff about Freud that makes a lot of sense. People still get tense. They don't want to really talk about how Freud was. He was misunderstood. He was very much misunderstood. He understood. He understood a lot more than even what we know. And he was pushed away because, when you say certain things, people don't like it. There's no proof. There's no proof. The whole thing with God, by the way, is aloof. God is aloof. God is hidden. It's like a certain vision, right? He hid himself in the mundane, but he is me and he is you. He's the tree, he's the grass, he's the sky, he's the AI. No lies, he's everything, he's energy. So people get caught up in what people eat, and I'm like, who cares what people eat once you realize it's everything? Food, a cigarette, a joint, a drink. The world does not stink. All of it. The only question is, how do you feel with everything when you choose? When you choose something, it's the feeling you're getting. So then the question is, should I, should I not? That's up to you as you pass on through. It's you have to decide on the clues that you want to use. It's the same thing with the tool. Meditation is a tool, everybody. Everyone get caught in the meditation. Don't get caught in meditation. Meditation's a tool to get you to presence. That's the essence. The whole point of meditation is not to fly, not to get powers, not to turn sour, but to enjoy this hour, to enjoy right here and now, to be like a little boy enjoying all the toys. We buy all these toys and we want to make all this noise, and then we're like, oh, I'm bored, I'm bored. If you're bored, it's because you're boring. Because you're with yourself. Who are you boring? 24/7 literally could be in heaven, or it could be a hell spell, but it also depends on keep coming back. The more we can keep coming back to the present moment. What we often do is what's called distractions, and we have so many reactions. So the question is, well, everything could be a distraction. Work is a distraction. Family life is a distraction. Be in it, be fully in it. That is not a distraction. Then you're in it. So you could be doing whatever. It could be eating, and you're fully on eating. You're watching a TV show. Watch the show. You're reading a book. Read the book. You're working. Work. Whatever it is, be fully in it. Oh, thanks, Ethereal. I don't know what I know. That Ethereal, you know what I do know? I know that everything is inside of me and everything's inside of everyone, and really we're not saying anything new. That's what I've learned, because I like to learn. I learn a lot from a lot of people, but I realize it's repetitive. It's all the same. Once you go into the game of awareness, you start to realize, oh my gosh, everything's analogies for the source, which is we are a part of it. We are just a source. You watch it. You watch this movie like it's just a freaking movie, everybody. It's Truman Show. It's literally, we're in the Truman Show, but everyone's a character in your Truman Show, because no one wants to say they're not a character. Meaning to say this is real until you have someone pull out of the stage. I have someone in my life. I have my mother, that me and her could talk in this way, one on one, on a level. But again, but I joke with her. But even me and her, it's like, how do you know where someone? You don't know. You can only know to the level at which you are, but you don't even know where you are. You just are here. You just don't have fear. Freud had cancer of the jaw or something very painful. His ashes are on a niche in London cemetery. Wow, I didn't know that. Thanks, Rodolfo. Yeah, you're bored because you're boring. Yeah, it's sad. I don't mean to be mean when I say that, but it's sad. But it's sad because my daughter got really upset at me. She was sitting on the couch the other day, and she's like, they call me Tati. She says, Tati, I'm so bored. And I said, must be you're boring. And she's like, you're so mean. And I started laughing, and I'm like, I love you, sweetheart. Yeah, I'm not saying you're boring to me. I'm saying you're boring to yourself. That's what you're saying right now. How about find a way to enjoy yourself? I say, you want me to enjoy your boringness? I should be bored with you. I'm good here. I mean, I could be good with you too, but you have to. It was just a funny place. My daughter is like, she got over it pretty quick because she understands my humor. But I tell the truth to my kids. You are with yourself 24/7. Who do you need to get good with? Your kids? Your parents? Your spouses? The second you need to get good with you. You're gonna pass on through, and this is really, it's scary. We don't like talking about this, but it is bliss, because when you live without fear of it, you understand the importance of the moment at hand. This creeps you out, just random facts. What do we think of COVID and the flu vaccine? Don't get me started. It's not gonna fall apart. I just think it is what it is. I have my thoughts on it. Thanks, Ethereal. Thank you for saying that. I love this picture behind me. I have beautiful pictures in front of me too of beautiful souls. Jesus, Ram Das, Maharaji, Hanuman. I used to stream my kids. Yeah, one of my daughter came on here one day. She came on here a while back. It was fun. But there are guidelines for YouTube. There are guidelines for TikTok to being able to come on with your kids. They can't be the focus of the attention of the lives. So like if they're in the background, like my daughter came up, wanted to say something to me, and I was like, yeah, sure. And she came on and she said hello to everybody. It was a fun moment. My boys are not, they're not interested. They will not, they will not come on here live. My middle one's a DJ, so he's live all the time doing his music. He's not live, he's doing his music on YouTube, and he's amazing. And I can't wait for him to give me permission to tell you guys who he is. People should, because my son's, see, I'm not worried about it, but my son, I know worries about if I tell people on here that there's a lot of people that have so much hatred on here, and they could put hate towards his page, and I'm like, I get that. But I would love the loving people to know. It's like the loving people on here should know my son's music. He's amazing. The alien? How do you to contact the alien? Which alien? Which alien you're referring to? You skipped past me. See, you missed it. If you missed it, you missed it. I didn't get into that question. It's just a funny thing. I don't get caught in that stuff. I would say listen to yourself, but anything that seems forced. Whenever someone says you have to do this, I think everyone should question it. Everyone. Say it's religion. That's religion. If you don't do this, bad boy. Bad boy, you're gonna go to the bad place. No. No such thing. Now you're playing God and telling people I'm God and you're gonna listen to me. That's what everyone's playing here. Let's be real here. People are playing gods. Gods and all, people playing gods. It's okay to realize everyone is a god. Everyone is a god by everyone else is a god. So then that makes us human. We're all human. Oh, that's the solution. We're one and the same. Oh, yes. Very easy to do. Such an easy thing to notice our neighbors. Stop calling them traitors or haters or players. Just say hi, bye. Why? Because they're not AI. They're just the human, like a solution. Walking by. Hello. And some of us do. Then it's the next block over. Can we say the next one more block over? Can you say hello to the next street? What about in New York City? Like me, there's a lot of people. Ooh, there, it's a little scary. People look down to the ground. They don't want to hear your sound. I know. I've been to New York City. I live in New York. I really love how Buddhist tells us about the yoga and spiritual peace, and Jesus about healing and divine back into the water thing. That's beautiful. Yes. What's up, Ingrid? Oh, appreciate you. Thank you. If only, Rodolfo, we gotta be nice. We gotta be nice here. Love. You know. Yeah, it's both. It's like, on the same token, listen. I mean, they were trying to help. We're all trying to help. Life mentoring out. Yeah, I'm a kind of I was told by healers. I've met many healers. I was told by healers that I'm a healer. I was told by healers that I'm a teacher. In previous lifetimes, I was the teacher, and I was told I was a teacher many times. In this lifetime, I was a therapist, and now I'm a life coach. But this lifetime, I learned to help myself. The biggest thing was to not lie to people anymore. Trying to help people from a book. I mistook everybody, so I'm here to share that. It wasn't wrong, but I was singing that song that like I knew more because I read it in a book because I went to graduate school, you fools. Or I knew Judaism, I'm a rabbi. I know better. I was chosen. Now I was frozen like a freaking. I don't know what I was, but I wanted to bug. I wanted to bug if a non-Jew gave me a hug. Now I pulled out that rug, and they'll tell you you're on drugs. And I'm like, yo, no need to be mean or obscene. I'm like, yo, just enjoy like a little boy. Because they can't hear when I say the word Jesus. When Jesus said, lest ye become like children, you cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. Lest ye become like children. And it's not for religious purposes, just spirituality, just to know what does that mean. It means you have to be a wild child with a certain style and love. It's about love. Today was about helping others, really, to be helping ourselves on this version. That's really what it's about. So welcome, Niall. But I'm a life coach, helping people to remain calm in the storms of life. It's the idea is to remain calm. How much do I take for sessions as a life coach? First of all, totally message me separately. I have an 8-week program that I put people into these routines. You should definitely email me at theonlyway@gmail.com. Definitely email me coaching. And I'll just set you up for a quick phone. I would like to get on the phone with you guys. If someone really wants the coaching, it's something that I really would like for people to do. but at the same time, you have to email me. So do it now, yeah. It's do it now, email just coaching, and I'll email you back, and I'll suggest a time a couple times, and we'll see if it can work. You know, it's funny. I was a therapist earlier in my life, and I also worked as a summer school teacher in this lifetime too. I've done many jobs in this lifetime. I shadowed people, but I worked in funny places. Also, I was also director of a homeless shelter program for a little while. FBI came in there and raided the place. I had nothing to do with the FBI, but it was a funny story, and that got shut down. But then I went back to therapy, private practice, all kinds of things my whole life. So I've been trying to help others. And then I went a couple years where I took off from everything and just helped myself. And I came back as a coach. Now you can approach. What is a rabbi's stance on homosexuality and our trans brothers and sisters? I only know the Catholic Church stance. Yeah. Same. It's the same. It's the same. It's not okay in the Jewish religion. The Orthodox Jewish religion that I was brought up in, it says you have to stone someone who's gay. I mean, I'm sorry, not sorry to say this. Any book that says to stone anybody, goodbye book, goodbye page from that. I don't have to ignore everything in that book, but that line is no good. It's not good to me. But again, I live in it's still polarity, but it's just is what it is in that book. And for me, I wouldn't follow a book that says to stone people. So it doesn't work for me. It doesn't make sense. That's not the God I know, but the God I know, see, God is everything. God is in every single book too, every single line. But it's the funniness of that's the other side. That's the side of the darkness that says, judge, don't like other people, look at the way they look. What are you talking about? We are the same. Stop looking at this disguise. And it's a beautiful disguise, many of us. The ones who love their disguise, from the inside, the outside looks amazing too. But love it all, love. It's not accepting at all. And people have to hide. In the Jewish religion, many people who are gay, who are bi, who are trans people will not probably show up in the Orthodox Jewish world really, because they won't be accepted at all if it's noticeable. And if you're trying to hide, like, the whole purpose is to be yourself. Why would you hide? If you're coming out to be gay, like, so then you would probably, I know a lot of people want to be accepted. They come out as gay and they want to be accepted in the religion. And then I'm like, you're trying to be accepted in a world that doesn't want to accept you. You're trying to it's trying to change the world. Stop trying to change the world. Just be who you are, and whoever accepts you, and you might have a whole new crew. I have to develop a whole new crew. Even my loving friends, they don't like that I talk about Jesus. I had my two best friends, and I love them. They come on here, and they sometimes come on my TikTok, and they can hear me say it, and maybe they run away when I say it. And I say the truth, which is that they know they don't like when I talk about Jesus. They don't like when I talk about Jesus. I'm sorry, Jesus is part of my life, everyone. You don't like me talking about Jesus. It's part of my life. That doesn't mean in my coaching I have to talk about Jesus. But at the same time, Jesus is a being that's in my life. So is my guru. So is Ram Dass. And people don't like it. And it's like having a friend that's gay or being gay. I always thought it's easier. People ask me if I'm gay. I'm like, it's so much easier if I was gay. It would be so much easier for me to say. And I say I'm plus, and they say it's sus. They say, what does that mean? And I say it doesn't mean anything. It means that I don't define in a role. I'm just a soul. I don't define that way. You don't like how I don't define? I don't care. It's just a rhyme and a line. We're here to intertwine. Welcome. Real 90s band. I love Alice in Chains. Yeah, I've heard of Alice in Chains, of course. Of course I've heard of Alice in the 90s. And I grew up in the 90s. I'm not saying, no, my favorite band is the Dave Matthews Band, so I would argue on that point. But at the same time, Alice in Chains is wonderful. Beautiful. A Superman? I always say we are superheroes. We're not zeros. We are superheroes, each one of us. And I wore my Captain America shoe yesterday, and my friend once said to me, Yoni, we all have superpowers. You know what your superpower is? And I said, what? He said, your heart. I started to cry in that moment when I was bawling in that moment when he said that to me. And he said, look at your whole life. You always wanted to help, and mostly a lot of kids. You wanted to help every single kid. And it's because I'm a kid. Lest you become like children, you cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. And people want to push me out of heaven all the time. And they say, don't be you, don't be you, don't be you. Grow up. And I've been responsible. But the one time, and then there was one story I have where I was one time purposely not responsible, and the cops were called on me because I didn't show up somewhere. That's a story for another day. It was a beautiful story. It was a beautiful story. I mean, it's so funny. Like when I made a plan with someone, I didn't show up. They literally called cops on me. And there's a true story, because when you realize that you're a person who is always worrying about everyone else but you, then when you start to finally care about yourself, now everyone's like, oh, what the hell happened to him? That's a sin. No, that's the win. It's called the veil of illusions, confusion, because we have to work on ourselves, and we avoid the work on ourselves. That's why we work on everyone else but ourselves. As a therapist, I wanted to avoid my own work for so long. Therapists admitting the truth. Many therapists are therapists because they don't want to do the real work. Many coaches are coaches Same reason. I only became a coach because I realized I needed to be me on this journey. I needed to be me. And part of the reason I tell people the truth, to become a coach was meant for me to say, I did this. I'm not going to lie. Mistakes have been made, but no mistakes made anymore. I realized there was no mistake. It all got me here. Jesus is all right with me too. More than all right with me. Niall, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but Niall, I'll say. I appreciate you. The guy who sings Africa. Call Me AI by Paul Simon. Call me out. Yeah. I don't know everything, but I know, first of all, I've been through a lot. When you start to realize, I'm 41, I've been through a lot in my life. I was chasing something, but when you're chasing desires for so long and you were singing that song, and it's not wrong, I want to be very clear with people, because I want to be loving and I don't want to shove my brothers away and sisters. It's okay to chase desires for a while, but what happens when you chase desires, it just creates more and more fires, and eventually you want to extinguish some of those fires, right? People will call you a liar when you left, but they're gonna, but you wept, you cry and you cried to let go of those. I had to cry a lot in my own plot, but then the tears of sadness turned into madness. They turned into tears of joy, like a little boy, because I sat a little bit and I sat away from everyone and I sat alone. I felt so alone in the zone for so long. I felt so alone. 37 years old, I started to meditate. Still felt alone, and it took a while. It took a few years for me to drop my old life completely, to drop my entire old life completely, while still having my 3 children in my life, while still having an ex-wife that's still there, while still having my parents and siblings, while still having my old friends starting to worry about this change, right? Everyone was worrying about the change, and then here we are. I've been sitting doing this thing for 7 months, and all of a sudden now the phone calls are different. Now it's like, my dad called me, he's waiting, he's like, how's it going? I'm like, thank God, everything's great. And they understand now, because the change is very strange, but when you're no longer trying to help everyone else, I was always calling everyone to check in on everyone. I don't do that anymore. I understood. This is scary for people, but if the people that are living in your life, who are chasing money, those people who are chasing money, chasing around desires or money all day long and singing that song, but you're calling those people who are chasing that to help them. No, you have to help yourself. You have to help yourself. You have to invest in yourself. I put money on myself. I invested in my own coaching programs. I went to my own therapy. I invested in myself to realize the best version on this excursion is to be me. Then I can really do the help that I want to do, which is the only help I can do is become the best version of me. And then through doing the routines, through the meditations, through the prayers, through the affirmations, through spending time in nature, and then through that, as I go about my journey, I can help whoever would like that to be helped. If they don't, that's okay. Whether it's someone comes on here, whether it's someone comes approaching a coach, whether it's walking down the street and saying hello that's it, hello. Sometimes that person down the street just wants the hello. Sometimes they don't. They put their head down, they just walk right by you. Okay. Thanks, Ethereal. I'm glad to be this way. I'm never going to stop being this way anymore. I did for a while. I wanted to always be this way. But I was told it wasn't okay, because if you work for someone else, if you work in a certain place, or if you are, if you're living in your parents' home, or if someone in your life, if you're listening, well, I have to listen to my kids. I'm doing this for my kids. What are you doing exactly for your kids? What are you doing for your kids? You're lying to your kids about who you really are, pretending to be one way in one place and another place. Is that better for your kids to be hiding who you really are? My kids know everything about me. People say it's too much. They don't know every detail. I don't mean everything. They know they can ask me everything. I put it all out there to the world a while ago, and then I shut it down, and here we are. I had to let it all out. No more secrets, but I don't need to share every single story, because I'm not seeking out my own glory. It's God's glory. So now I only tell the stories that make people feel love, and they understand that it's not the stories that were hurtful. I don't want people to feel hurt from my story. I want them to feel there was so much. I love all the stories, but the stories of the desires are not important anymore. I don't care about those stories anymore. It's irrelevant. Those stories made me realize how I was spinning in my head with so much dread until I stopped. And when you stop, you finally realize, oh, I'm here to flip-flop into a new scene. What's up, Brunson? You live in Niall says, I live in a bitter environment, constant arguing between my family, and nasty words thrown around like it's normal language. How can it be more? So, Neil, I grew up like that. I literally grew up in that world. I grew up in a home. My parents ended up getting divorced when I was in high school. So I was basically in a home where there was yelling and screaming and slamming doors all the time. I thought it was normal. I just thought it was normal. When my parents got divorced in ninth grade, my parents, there was one week, and this is a sad story, but it's unfortunately true. 11/11. It's true. And I love my parents, and I don't want them to think this is, but this is how I felt. There was a feeling I had that my parents didn't want me. They were arguing who should have me that weekend, meaning like, you're supposed to have him. No, you're supposed to have him. And I heard the conversation. And I know now as being a parent that that's not what they meant. But that's what I heard as a kid, as a 14-year-old, 15-year-old kid, maybe 16, was a teenager. I remember crying hysterically that nobody wants me. Well, you know what? God wants me. And I realize that you have to realize you. But that at a young age is very hard. I didn't turn the page at that age. I turned to rage. And I would say, do not turn to rage. Turn to God inside of you. Call it the universe, call it God, call it yourself, whatever. You are enough. You are enough. You're totally enough. Exactly right. And actually, the reason why the parents are yelling at you, or people are getting, or don't want you, or whatever it is because they don't want themselves. Anyone who doesn't want you, it's because really they don't want themselves. It's hard enough to work on themselves, let alone work on anyone else. What word? Yoni. Oh, my name Yoni comes from the word name Yonatan, which means Yonatan is a Hebrew word which means to give. Yoni in Sanskrit, yes, it means a womb. But don't let it consume. It's just give and receive. Best believe. It makes me despise the world even more. Why? Rodolfo, you know why? I tell you why, Rodolfo. Because really you want the world to be like me. And I do too. So Rodolfo, like if you met me in person, you may walk right by me, but now you know if you walked right by me, I'd give you a big hug, and you'd give me a big hug right back, and you wouldn't even bug. It would be nice and snug. Bro hug, but a real, and I would hug everyone that walked by me on the street. I would. But I know people bug from a hug, and so I can't, because then they'll call me a thug. Oh, you're trying to do something. Like, I'm not trying to do anything. You understand? I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just trying to be, and you want the world to be that place, you have to be it, but you have to not be scared to live in that place, to know it was all grace, to know you could show your face, to know that it'll all work out without any doubt, but you want to scream and shout, because you're like, but well, I don't... You start to understand when you go into this place, and this is where people coaching. There are certain things I cannot say to people on here unless they're in the one-on-one coaching. That is true. So that might be new as you're passing through. There are certain things because as you're doing this journey with me, I can get you into some of the, as you're doing the work and as you're starting to see, you won't see things right away, but as you start to do the work, yes, even after the 8-week program that I keep people on, I still will stay in touch with people because as the journey continues, things unfold more and more, and it's beautiful. You unfold. You're in the cocoon. Eventually you start to fly like a butterfly. Same parents divorced. Yeah, my parents got divorced. I got divorced. I wish I was 40 years old right now. I'm so grateful to be 40. 40, like, you lived a life. Like, I lived a life, like, I did it. Like, you never hear in your favorite bands, they'll say, like, I did everything I could. I tried everything. Yeah, I did everything. There's nothing there's nothing anymore that's like, oh my God, I want to do that so badly. There's nothing you could say that's like, I would want to do that right now. Nothing. I've traveled a little bit here, a little bit there. I've gone to games. I literally jumped out of a plane, skydiving. Tried all the drugs, had all the crazy fun, all the crazy things in the movies that you see that you want to possibly imagine. Some of it's not as cracked up as you could imagine, by the way. Some of it's actually not even close to what the movies show you. And no thank you. No thank you to no. Love is love. Love is love. Love. I appreciate you too, Niall. Thank you for passing on through it. I wish I had the power to talk with spirits, with dead people. Yeah, I hear that. What is my best advice? You should stay blessed too. Thank you, troublemaker. That trouble me. Advice is listen to your own intuition. Yeah, food. You're not. It's not stupid, but food. I would say this that food is not wrong in the sense that what the best advice is listen to your intuition. Listen to yourself. Listen to your heart. Not listen to people will say listen to your head. Your heart steers you wrong. No. Your heart steers you right. Let's use the example because people want to bring up relationships. I'll use this before I leave today. I stayed a lot longer today than I did recently because of you guys. So love you all. If you're in a relationship and you like a girl, like somebody, you like this person, and you're like, you want to tell them. Your heart's saying tell them. Your head's saying no, but what if? Your heart says tell them. Tell them what's gonna happen. Tell them. Tell them. Your heart says tell them. So they don't like you back. Then you know now they don't like you back that way. And if they like you back, imagine. That's the point. The point is that no, but then you're gonna get hurt. You get hurt in life. It's how you relate to being hurt. How you get better is by, it's okay. Pain is gain, but it's not like, well, why would I purposely do that? No. Why are you assuming the worst? My son reminds me all the time. And when I get caught, my kids will remind me, oh, you talk about being present? What about right now? You're worried about that? They catch me. Of course, every now and then they get caught. Of course. Back in the, oh, Nate, you're talking about back in the day? No. I know, thank God, Nate. I never got caught in the drug world like that. But of course I went down the pike of, I was a drinker, I was partying, of course. No remorse to tell you guys that. I used all the substances, I mean, not all of them, but a lot of them I tried throughout the years, from high school up until, then I got married, and truth is when I got married, I was not really in that zone. But in Judaism, where I was religious when I got married, you drank on the weekends. Like I would be like one of these, I sometimes got drunk on the weekends. And I didn't drink during the week, but on the weekends we would get drunk. You know, Jewish guys at the synagogue would get drunk. And I would get mad drunk many times. And then, but during the week I wouldn't drink at all. And then drugs, I wasn't into drugs or anything like that. But then when I got divorced, when you get divorced, you go on a run, you go on a streak. And you feel like the world's going to blink. You got to get it. You think there's like FOMO, you got to get it all right now. And, but it lasts 5 years. I had a 5-year stint of like, I don't know, I'm lucky I got out of that world. I don't know. Nobody thought it was an issue, but it wasn't until it was, you know what I mean? And then, psychedelics got me out of a lot of that stuff. Psychedelics brought me out of it. And it was funny when you start to use psychedelics, people are like, don't use psychedelics. And you're like, psychedelics is not a drug you want to use like every day. Psychedelics is not something you even want to use once a week. I mean, I have no interest in psychedelics anymore. For those who do, if you know me, you know me. I could send people to the right people, but it's meant for the right people in the right places with the right people. Oh, the paint on my right hand. This is, you can see it's green. I don't know. I mean, people tell me, but oh, the tiger eyes. Anyway, everybody, love you all. Love you all. Nothing is stupid. Nothing is stupid. It's all what you like. But you have to like what you like. I personally like my bracelets. I made them after they broke, so I'm grateful. Anyway, love you all. Please, if you haven't subscribed to Feel Alive 365, if you want if you want coaching, approach me. Of course, you can email me, send me an email, theonlyway@gmail.com. If not, you'll see me again next day after this. Yeah, Rodolfo, I stayed longer today on this display, maybe because you were on here. I'm grateful to be a little longer. But it's a beautiful day, and I got to get moving with the rest of the day. Love you all. Love you all. Take care.